always have time for you.
Hey there, wherever you want to go,
You
I can
look
help you
quite
get there.
prepared.
Time works in mysterious...
The Burning Legion, an uncountably vast army of demons, has assaulted Outland, the tattered homeworld of the orcs. Adventurers of the Horde are needed to protect what remains of Outland from utter annihilation at the hands of this demonic invasion. Travel to the Blasted Lands and pass through the Dark Portal.
The War Chief has... We have lost contact with the Druids of the Cenarian Thicket. The War Chief has commanded any able bodies of the Horde to venture into Terokar Forest and discover what has happened. The thicket can be found by heading northwest through Terokar Forest from Zangarmarsh. The War Chief is calling for champions to put an end to the ogre threat in Blade's Edge Mountains. Make your way north into the mountains, to the Orcish stronghold of Thunderlord's stronghold, and let Gordrick know of our plight. Any help he can spare would be most welcome.
The Cenarian Circle's main expeditionary force in Outland is known as the Cenarian Expedition. Though it began as a small venture controlled directly by the Cenarian Circle, it's become a large and fairly autonomous body. The expedition's leader, Isiel Wensinger, has asked us to direct volunteers to her outpost. Report to her at the Cenarian Refuge in eastern Zangarmarsh. Take the main path to the west, and it will lead you directly there.
Thrallhall. May your blades never dull.
The Burning Legion, an uncountably vast army of demons, has assaulted Outland, the tattered homeworld of the orcs. Adventurers of the Horde are needed to protect what remains of Outland from utter annihilation at the hands of this demonic invasion. Travel to the Blasted Lands and pass through the Dark Portal.
Relax. Stay away from them. Talk to me. Later.
Shadowhunter Denjai will no doubt expect to receive a report about my progress in establishing our outpost. I've prepared a short summary of what we've accomplished here already, but with the loss of Scout Joba, I can't a runner. The report to Denjai's base of Zabra, Jean to the west. If you're headed that way, would you mind bringing this to him? Shadowhunter Denjai can be a little intimidating at first, but once you get used to him, he's not so bad.
Spirits be with you, man.
Rhea V was wise to bring the leather armor. This swamp will render my mail useless before long. I've been replacing the scales bit by bit as I'm able. The Hydra in the marsh have thick protective scales that stand up well to the dampness of their home. Finding suitable ones is a tedious process though. All too often, the best scales are torn or worn too thin for use in armor. Bring me any good ones that you might get from the Hydra in the larger lakes.
Be seeing ya. Stay away from the voodoo.
Shadowhunter Denjai isn't the only one expecting a report from me. Mokasa at Stonebreaker Hold in Terokar is eager to hear of our progress, especially since most of her messengers travel through here. She asked me to send word once Swamp Rat Post was completed. If you wouldn't mind delivering the news, I'd be very grateful. We may be up and running, but there is still much to be done. To get to Stonebreaker Hold, Follow the road south out of Zangarmarsh, into Terokar Forest and beyond Churim.
Be seeing you. How you doing, man?
Sometimes I wish Denjai had sent a shaman with us, or at least given us a totem to keep the Marshfang Rippers at bay. The whole place is crawling with the pests. It's just not right. Shouldn't something be eating these despicable things? We've all been taking turns playing exterminator. You showed up at just the right time, adventurer. Congratulations. Now get out there and mop up some Marshfangs.
Spirits be with ya, man.
How you doing, man? Be seeing ya.
Nagasha chuckles softly to herself.
I bet if they knew they were wearing bug parts, the fashion trend would end very quickly. We first started killing the bugs around here, cause they were getting in the way of our construction. Some enterprising merchant stops here, spends the night, and next thing you know, he's buying up all the bug wings we have. Says he makes clothes out of them. I be sticking to my armor, thanks. But if you gather the wings of any of the fireflies, I'll gladly buy 'em.
Stay away from the voodoo. Bye-bye now.
Mushroom soup, mushroom stew, mushroom sauce, mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. It's all there is to eat around here. If you say you're hungry, the cook hands you an axe and tells you to go chop down your dinner. Well, I'm tired of mushrooms. I've seen fish in the lakes around here. Sure, they look like a nasty piece of work, but they've got to be better than mushrooms. How much will it cost me to hire you to bring me my first decent meal in weeks?
Okay, dokie.
Need to get closer. I'm out of range. Too far away.
Hey there. You be careful, man.
What's that? There, been bitten by the wing bug, have ya?
Nagasha chuckles at her own joke.
Be seeing ya.
These be fine ones, adventurer. Here's your payment.
Nagasha bends one of the wings and holds it up to her head.
Nope, not my thing. But whom I to complain?
Nagasha shrugs.
Coin speaks.
You be careful, man.
Tell me you haven't come back empty-handed.
Okay.
Finally, a break from the monotony of mushrooms. If you didn't smell like fish, I'd hug you. Let's see how jealous the others get when they smell the meat cooking over the fire.
Bye-bye now.
Someone needs to find a way to make Ria Vij come to his senses. He's ignoring his duty, and instead, he's devoting all his energy to getting my attention. I've tried ignoring him and telling him to stop. Nothing seems to work until he gets over this. I'm left cleaning up after him. He was supposed to have dealt with Sporing, but I'll bet the monster is alive and well. If you have time, would you mind going to the western part of the Dead Mire and killing the bat? I'll deal with Reavi. In the meantime,
Stay away from the voodoo.
Hello, man. Stay away from the voodoo.
I see you smirking. Yes, my armor's going to look a bit odd until I've replaced all the old metal. But it's better this than unprotected.
Later.
Thank you, adventurer. Every little bit helps. I have still got a long way to go. But let's face it, what else am I going to do between patrols?
Spirits be with you, man.
Now that you're familiar with the terrain, I'd like to ask your help with something else. The Dead Mire we've taken to calling the area to the northwest is an eerie place. No one has ever reported seeing anything alive there, but they didn't stay for very long either. Scout Joba volunteered to investigate the area and report on his findings. He left the post 3 days ago and hasn't returned. It's not like him to be gone that long without sending some kind of report. Will you search for him, adventurer?
Be seeing ya. What you want?
Had your fill already?
Rivi laughs.
There's a reason why our visitors don't stay long. If I had a choice, I'd find a more agreeable spot for the post. But I'll take Marshfangs over Denjai's temper any day.
Later.
She will be mine. Oh yes, she will be mine. Isn't Nagasha the most beautiful troll you've ever seen? I have to find a way to win her heart. Sure, she has her eye on Zurai, but that is about to change. My foolproof plan will see to that. All I need is a way to demonstrate my superior hunting skills, and that's where you come in, my friend. There's a gigantic bob wasp known as Blacksting that roams the area south of the glowing Draenor towers to the west. Bring me its stinger, and I'll work my magic.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Need to get closer.
corpse matches Surai's description perfectly. Whatever killed the scout appears to have taken him by surprise, as his weapon is, and the contents of a small inkwell stain the nearby ground. Flecks of withered fungus dot the body of Scout Joba. Whatever killed him must have been made of the same dying fungus as the giant wilting mushrooms of the dead mire. Perhaps one of the withered giants caught him by surprise as he sat writing his report. Without the text of the report, it's nearly impossible to tell what the scout discovered. If the report can be found, it should be returned to Zurai.
Too far away.
Greetings, man.
My luck is about to change. I can feel it.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Fantastic. I'll never forget how you helped me to win her heart. In fact, you can be a guest of honor at our wedding.
Be seeing ya.
Talk to me.
At least someone is pulling their weight around here. Thank you for taking care of that matter, adventurer. I need to have a word with Surai about Riovich. His scheming and daydreaming have gone on long enough.
Bye-bye now.
Hello, man. Later.
You're back, but Joba's not with you. What became of him?
Be seeing ya.
Zurai accepts the report from you and glances over it.
Much of this is information we already know. Everything in the area seems to be dried or wilting. But here's something new. He says the fungal giants seem to have gone berserk from the lack of moisture. From your description, that must be what killed him. I'll instruct my men to avoid the area. We can't afford any more casualties.
Later.
Greetings. The lakes of Zangarmarsh are slowly being drained of their water. We don't quite know why, but we do know that many plant species are in danger of becoming extinct. As the expedition's cataloger, it is my job to track and identify these plants so we can better understand what's happening to them. If you'd like to help, bring me unidentified plant parts. They can be picked right from the ground if an herbalist and the indigenous creatures of the swamp may also carry plant parts on them.
Blood.
The Naga are terrible, yes, but even more terrible are the traitor tribes of broken and lost ones that help them. The worst of all are the lost ones of the Umbrifan tribe. They use dark magic to trap and enslave others. They're especially cruel to escaped slaves and would slit my throat if I left the refuge even for a day. Travel to Umbrafen village south of here, and kill them and their leader, Kataru. Until then, I will fear for my life every single day.
Luck to you.
Peace, friend. Goodbye.
While the druids from the expedition have, themselves, studying plants and researching the lakes, I have made it my tool with the hostiles in the area. Ever since we set foot in Zangarmarsh, the Naga have launched lethal attacks against us without warning. We've done our best to keep them at bay, but our resources are limited. I want you to go to the various Naga strongholds in Zangarmarsh and show them that we're not to be crossed. Bring me their claws as proof of your victories.
Ancestors watch over you.
Peace be with you. May the stars guide you.
Welcome to Cenarian Refuge. I hope you've come to aid us in our mission. We've much work ahead of us.
Goddess watch over you.
We came to Outland expecting to find small pockets of life. What we discovered in Zangarmarsh was a lush environment with a thriving ecosystem. Our initial assessment of the area was deceiving, however. The water levels at the lakes and marshes have consistently been going down since we started taking measurements. The impact this could have on the local animal and plant life is disastrous. Go to Umbrafen Lake, southwest of here, and look for clues related to this water depletion.
Go in peace. Illume light your path. May the stars guide you. Goddess watch over you.
Ishnu Derdiab.
Have you observed your surroundings closely, adventurer? This is an ailing landscape, struggling to keep itself in balance and losing the fight. If you know where to look, you can see the symptoms. Members of some species rapidly outgrow their peers and become more aggressive. A good example of this uncontrolled growth is the marsh trekker Boglesh. If you wish to see it for yourself, look no further than the waterways south of the refuge. Be prepared to defend yourself. The creature knows no mercy.
Del Nagis.
been expecting
You must help me get out of here. I was gathering herbs nearby when a handful of these little savages abducted me. I tried to fight them off, but there were too many of them. Help me return to the Cenarian refuge and away from these cruel wretches and their vile magic.
Winds be at your back.
Until next time.
Goddess bless you. Go in peace.
The Naga are behind this, but why? From what you describe, that steam pump must be part of the cause for the water levels dropping in the marsh. No matter. This explains their open hostility towards us. Let's not waste any time. I need you to perform another task for us.
Asha Fela.
We must determine how widespread the Naga's activity truly is and react accordingly. Exploring each body of water in Zangarmarsh could be a lengthy undertaking. If you allow me to, I will use my magic to mold your shape to one more suited to scouting the marsh. Hold this amulet above the balcony near me. When you're ready to begin, I will guide your way back to safety after we're done.
Elune like your path. Asha Fela.
You rescued one of my druids. We could never repay you, adventurer. You have my thanks as well as that of the expedition.
Go in peace. I am honored.
Hail, adventurer.
Elune be with you.
Hail, adventurer.
May the stars guide you.
It is as I suspected. The Naga have set up pumping stations at all the major lakes in Zangarmarsh. They must be stopped if the marsh is to have a future.
Goddess watch over you.
I cannot begin to comprehend why the Naga would drain the water out of their own habitat. What I do understand is a need to put a stop to their operations. These seeds carry with them the rage of the earth. Take them to the steam pumps operated by the Naga and use them on their controls. The vines that grow from the seeds will be as thick as your arm and as strong as iron. Go, adventurer, restore the balance that the Naga have upset.
Elune like your path.
How may I help?
Now that you've seen the symptoms of imbalance with your own eyes, be mindful of them in your travels.
Asha Fela.
Hail. Go in peace.
I didn't like the Naga and Azeroth, and I like them less here. It's a real shame our mission could not remain a peaceful one, but you won't see me shedding tears for dead Naga. Here's your reward for taking care of the Dark Crest leader, Adventurer.
Be careful.
I'll bet the Bloodscale will think twice about attacking Expedition scouts again. Take this as a reward, Adventurer. You've earned it.
Ancestors watch over.
It's good to see you again, Adventurer. How's your hunt for the Naga going?
Go in peace.
Good job, Adventurer. You do well to shed any feelings of remorse you might harbor. These Naga are vicious creatures, even more so than the Azerothian ones.
Very well.
Ishnu Daldir,
Did you find any plant parts, Adventurer?
goddess watch over you.
The decrease in native species is certainly a cause for concern. The increase in invasive species could be related to the recent disturbance in the ecosystem. I don't have enough information to make a conclusion yet.
Lorena jots down some notes on a journal as she goes through the plant parts.
Take these, Adventurer. They might be of some use to you. Bring me any other plant parts you find. I'll incorporate them into my statistics.
Akal Hekta.
Thank you, Adventurer. I will finally sleep comfortably at night. Were I not so old and weakened, I would deal with my own enemies. Take this gold. It is not much, but your kindness cannot go unpaid. Soon after I escaped the Umbrafan tribe, I holed up in a cave south of their village. Little did I know the cave was being fought over by marsh beasts and spore men. I had to leave in a hurry and left behind a box containing my only worldly possessions. After managing to sneak out of Umbrafan with my belongings, it was terrible irony that I would lose them so soon after. If you're willing to bring them back to me, I'll give you one of my very own personal items. What do you say, Adventurer?
Go on then.
What brings you here? Asha Fela.
Ikayan's been telling me stories about what happened to him down in those caves. And I think it's just awful. You know, maybe we should do something to help out those poor Sporlocks. Ikayan says that they live there in the Fungar Cavern, but that the marsh beasts have recently invaded. Why don't you go down there and see if you can clear some of those marsh beasts out? It's just to the southwest.
Go in peace. Goddess bless you.
I could still use some more plant
the
parts.
stars
With the
guide
lakes losing their water, I've a feeling the number of invasive species is on the rise. I need more numbers to back up my theory, however.
How may I aid you?
In your travels, you might have encountered some of the expedition's watchers. They do the majority of the field work, unique inhabitants of the marsh, collecting samples and making contact with sentient species. The safety of the watchers is paramount, traveler. We've had to recall the watchers we sent to explore Fungar Cavern to the south because of marsh beast attacks. Warden Hamut believes that killing their leader, Lord Clark, will bring a swift end to the attacks.
Walk with the earth.
Closer. It's too far away. Out of range. Don't have a target. Closer. I'm out of range. It's too far away.
What brings you here?
You have my gratitude, adventurer, and that of the Watchers. They will be heartened to hear that they can continue their work to the south without fear of attack.
Ancestors watch over you.
Ishnu Daldir. Goddess watch over you.
I could still use some more plant
Asha
parts.
Vela.
With the lakes losing their water, I've a feeling the number of invasive species is on the rise. I need more numbers to back up my theory, however. Excellent. Keep bringing me more plant parts if you find any.
This quest is repeatable, up to honored reputation.
May the stars guide
Good. Those marsh beasts have no right to invade the home of the Sporelocks. It would be better if these creatures would to live in harmony. But when that not possible, we'll be here to care of the situation. Here, please take one of these as thanks for your help.
you. Go in peace.
Leave. Another day.
Did you find my belongings, adventurer? The cave is not far from Umbrafen, near the border with Negran.
You come back sometime.
My things, they're all here. I thank you, adventurer. As promised, I'll let you pick one of the items for yourself. I don't have much to offer, but my people have always shared what little we have.
Peace for you.
The winds guide you.
You've earned the trust of the Cenarian expedition, adventurer. It is time you spoke to the ancients allied with our cause, Ashien and Caliph, and asked for their blessing. Carrying the mark of an ancient will fill you with great power. These boons will become more powerful as your renown among us increases. Go, adventurer, and ask the ancients for their blessing.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. You wish to speak?
You've returned. Did you receive the Ancient's blessing?
Ancestors watch over.
Hello.
There's important research to be conducted into the ecology of the local creatures, especially the sporelings and bog lords of the marsh. And trust me, once you get out into the field, you'll find the work to be challenging. Seek out Watcher Lisao at the Cenarian Watch Post in the western region of the marsh toward the south. Follow the path west, and you will eventually find her. She can be a bit studious, but don't let that get to you. Oh, and watch out for her cat.
Goodbye.
Greetings. Elune light your path.
It is done then. The marsh has been saved for now. Don't think for a second that this will be the last we hear of the Naga. We must remain vigilant of our enemy as we continue with our mission in Outland.
Stars.
What news do you bring, adventurer?
Elune light your path.
The Naga have turned Serpent Lake into a giant water sink for the rest of Zangarmarsh. What could they possibly be doing? You've done well in bringing this news to us, adventurer. We will send a team to investigate this drain you've discovered. I have a different task for you in meanwhile.
Goddess, watch over.
The Cenarian Expedition has become a large organization with a good degree of autonomy. These events are important enough that we need to warn the Cenarian Circle. Do not worry. I will not ask you to travel back to Moonglade. We have emissaries as nearby as Hellfire Peninsula.
Asha Falah.
Hello. The news you bring about the Naga activity in Zangarmarsh is dire. Isiel was wise in sending word to us. She hasn't forgotten that the expedition cannot exist without the Circle's support.
Del Nadra.
Return to Isiel and let her know that help will be extended to her as soon as it is possible. Affairs in Moonglade and Silithus have kept our members occupied, but we will do our best to the necessary resources to the Cenarian refuge.
Farewell. Elune be with you.
You are a welcome sight, adventurer. Matters at the Cenarian refuge have only gotten worse since you left.
Go in peace.
Greetings, man.
You don't look like one of my men. Speak your piece, Questant.
Be seeing ya.
Why didn't you say you had a report from Zurai? I've been waiting to hear from him. I sent him out there to give us a presence on the eastern border, not sit on his hands. Let's see what he has to say.
Spirits be with you, man. How you doing, man? You be careful, man.
Loktar!
Still catching his breath, the messenger gestures for you to sit.
They may not survive, Questant. Get to Garada as quickly as your legs will carry you.
In response to your blank stare, the messenger elaborates.
The home of the Maghar lies to the south, in Nagrand. Take the southern road out of the marsh, then turn east at the first fork, and look for a large settlement on the lake. Find our commander, Captain Krokan. There and offer him what assistance you can. Garada must not fall.
Straight. How you doing, man? Be seeing ya.
It's impossible to work with all this infernal buzzing. Do you hear it? I can't get it out of my head. I know exactly what's making the noise too. It's those damnable marsh-light bleeders. The noise always comes from the south and west of the village. They're too big to swat, crush underfoot, or wave away. The only way to stop that unholy droning is to kill them. I don't care how you do it, adventurer. Just quiet them.
Spirits be with you, man.
Don't be shy. You be careful, man.
It's a relief to be in some place with water after trekking through the wasteland of Hellfire Peninsula. I was worried there might not be any respectable fishing holes in Outland. Now, I'm glad I lugged my fishing supplies along. For the most part, the fishing's been good. Except for those no good Fenclaw thrashers in the Serpent Lake. Not only do they scare the fish away, but they're bold enough to snap the bait right off my hook. I spend more time rebaiting the hook than I do catching anything.
Okay.
What you want?
You like mushrooms, man? There be a powerful one here in Zangarmarsh, growing real close to Zabrachin. You gotta be careful though, man. They be calling it the burst cap for a reason. If you be getting too close without taking the proper precautions, it'll blow right up on you. Poof. Right into a cloud of toxic spores. I've been using them for ridding the omens, but they be almost gone now.
Spirits be with you, man.
Don't be shy. You be careful, man.
The most powerful tribe of lost ones in the marsh, the Ferelfen, are said to possess powerful medicine. There may be no truth to such rumors, but anything that might help me channel the spirits of this world cannot be ignored. Find the Ferelfen mystics, hunters and druids, adventurer, and capture their totems. Everything I need to know should be apparent from the carvings.
Spirits be with you, man.
Out of range. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Need to get don't have target.
How are you? Bye-bye now.
Have you gathered those totems?
Good to meet ya.
None. They seem to be divided between images of a serpent spirit and a bird spirit. No self-respecting darkspear troll engages in bird worship. Their spirits are weak, capricious, and best left to the Amani. But the serpent adventurer, the serpent wields considerable power, and this is the spirit I shall study.
Be good.
We must find out how much power this Feralfin snake spirit possesses, and whether it can be bent to our will. Imagine what I could do with the powers of an Outland spirit at my command. Take this totem with you, and make your way to the foot of the stairs, leading to the Bohama ruins. Plant a totem in the ground, and it should do the rest. The spirit should not be able to tell who has used the totem until it has manifested.
Spirits be with you, Mom.
How are you? Stay away from the voodoo.
I can't wait to return to fishing. Now I'll be able to return to town with some real fish in my bucket, and Gambarinka won't be able to make fun of me anymore.
Be seeing ya.
You've dealt with most of the little Hydra, but I doubt Mragjesh was impressed by your display. He's a cunning, ferocious beast, and he's dogged many an angler in his time. I intend to be the last one he'll ever bother. He's bound to be hiding deep in the waters of Serpent Lake to the northeast. He's a has-been. He just doesn't know it yet.
Bye-bye now. Be seeing ya.
I've caught every kind of fish that lives in the marsh, but there's one that eludes me. Sure, I've caught eels and mudfin frenzies, but the last time I was out on one of the islands in Marshlight Lake, I hooked a gigantic bog struck that snapped my line and got away. Terrorclaw. He's called, and I won't rest until he's dead. He's too big for any fisherman to catch, So I suppose we'll just have to kill him the old-fashioned way.
Okay, dokie.
Me got the good stuff, man.
I thought so. I can hear the difference already. I'll finally be able to get back to work, thanks to you. If you ever find yourself in need of trade skill supplies, don't forget old Gambarinka.
Stay away from
The damp atmosphere of the marsh has taken a toll on my metal tools. It's made woodworking a lot more difficult than it ought to be. So I've given up on metal blades. It turns out that the marsh fang slicers living to the south and west of town grow blades that are sharper than any steel I've ever owned. They're also resistant to rust and wear. It's just a little tricky to attach them to a handle, but I think I've got it figured out. I'd appreciate any blades you could bring me.
later. Come get the voodoo. Stay away from the voodoo.
What do you have there, adventurer?
You be careful, man.
Well done, adventurer. The presence of these ogres so close to our outpost does have me worried, though. It seems like they've been filtering down from the northern mountains for some time.
Be seeing.
The position of the ogre's mushroom cutting operation can't be an accident. I can't escape the suspicion that they're preparing for an attack on Zabrajan. I must know for certain, adventurer. The ogres have another outpost to the northwest, the Zangarmarsh grounds. If they're staging for an attack, there will be evidence of their plans there. Go there, adventurer, and search the camp for signs of their intentions. Return to me with anything that might be suspicious.
Careful, man.
So you wish to claim the bounty on Chieftain Mamaki?
Spirits be with you, man.
You have my thanks, adventurer. I was beginning to think that I was going to have to take a substantial part of the garrison up there and deal with Mamaki myself. Of course, there's no telling what might have happened to Zabrajin then.
Be seeing. What be on your mind?
Have you got the mushrooms, man?
Stay away from the voodoo.
These be excellent, mon. I'll tell you what. Since you've been a good sport and helped with the mushrooms, I'll let you in on the fun.
You be careful, man.
This marsh be missing one thing, man. There be no murlocs here. Don't worry, man. I got a plan to fix the problem. See Gargle and Gurgle over there? I plan to give the gift of murlocs to the lost ones. Take this cage with you to Daggerfin village and release him in the northeastern cluster of huts. Now, you know I can't be risking Gargle and Gurgle with you, but I'll give you a cage full of colorful young murlocs. Just set it on the flat rock you be finding up there and open the door.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Too far away. need to get closer. Don't have a target. I can't attack that target. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. Target.
Relax.
Have you found proof of the ogre's intentions?
Stay away from the voodoo.
Shadow Hunter Denjai examines the plans.
I knew it. The stench of ogres always carries an implicit threat. Now that we have proof of their intentions, we must act before they do.
Spirits.
In order to end the Zangarmarsh threat, We must kill their leader, Overlord Gorfist. We'll do better than that, though. We'll make an example of the Overlord and his followers. Go to the Zangarmarsh stronghold and deal with our foes. The stronghold is located in a cave on a small island to the northwest of Zabrajin. You'll see a bridge made from a fallen mushroom beyond the Zangarmarsh camp. Show no mercy, adventurer. They certainly wouldn't spare any of us.
Be seeing ya. You be careful, man.
Of all the Lost One tribes in Zangarmarsh, the Daggerfin are the most cunning and most aggressive. They are highly organized, and make no secret of the fact that they desire control over the other Lost Ones in the marsh. Their attacks have already taken quite a toll on my scouts and messengers. I cannot afford to lose any more men. If we don't act soon, they'll have complete control over the roads, and Zabrajin will effectively be surrounded.
Stay away from the voodoo. Talk to me. Stay away from the voodoo.
Have you managed to scare up some of those Marshfang blades?
Later.
These should keep me supplied for some time to come. I think some of the others have begun to take notice. I've had several offers to buy my blades already. Selling them on the side might provide better business than my customary goods.
Spirits be with you, man.
Hey there. Okie dokie.
I'm sure the old boy must have seen his days coming to an end. With all these new arrivals, the old order couldn't stand. It's just as well. His spirit is at rest now.
Bye-bye now. You be careful, man.
At last. They say every great fisherman has a story of the one that got away. But I haven't yet met a creature I couldn't beat, one way or another.
Be seeing ya.
How you doing, man? Bye-bye now.
Were you able to summon the Feralfen spirit?
You be careful, man.
You tell Sir Janidi about what happened when you used the totem.
The spirit attacked you? It must have a higher affinity for those lost ones than I'd thought. There's no way to compel it to serve me without expending considerable effort. I'll have to search for a new source of power in this wretched world.
Spirits be with you, man.
Greetings, man.
Excellent work, Mon. I do hope they had a good time.
Be seeing ya.
It's too far away. Target.
Come get the voodoo.
Your victory over the Zangarmarsh is to be celebrated, adventurer. I wonder how long it will be before those ogre brutes find themselves another bloodthirsty chieftain. No matter, we'll be ready for them.
Spirits.
I think you've managed to send a fairly strong message to them. Perhaps now, the rest of my men won't be so afraid to take the fight to the Daggerfen. Or if they are, they'll find themselves ashamed by their lack of bravery.
You be careful.
Greetings. Asha Thela. Go in peace.
Oh, good. Help finally. There's just so much to do, and I need to stay here to organize it all. I hope that you're ready to get your hands dirty.
Goddess watch over.
We need to learn all that we can of the Sporlings at Sporegger and their relationship to the creatures around them. One way to do that is what I'm doing. Passive observation while making a note of their interactions. I need you to head over to the spawning glen to the west, investigate the whole area, and then return to tell me what you saw.
May the stars guide you.
The Watcher blinks several times in surprise.
Where did you get that thing?
A loon light your path.
Are you sure that's real? I mean, I knew there was large wildlife in the marsh, but there are giant creatures and then there are giant bugs, too, of it. The Sporlings did mention a story about a fearsome nether ray that, to terrorize them before the Bog Lord incursion. What if the stories are true? Oh dear, I'd better take that for safekeeping. The expedition will want to know about this.
Go in peace.
You there. You must help us. The fungal giants are devouring all of our spore sacs. You must do something, or we'll lose our young. The spore sacs start out large and become smaller as the air inside them is depleted. Look for the small mature spore sacs, and save as many of them as you can. Us sporelings and the Bog Lords have never gotten along well. In the past, we've managed to keep them at bay with spears and stones. Lately, they seem to have become more aggressive, or more desperate. They do not fear us or our weapons. You are much scarier and better armed than us. If you were to fight the Bog Lords for us, we'd be forever in your debt. Bring me their tendrils so I know how many you've killed. The spore sacs, did you get them? You've done it. You have my people's thanks. I hope you understand. This is where our young ones come from. We can't let these beasts devour the sacs. How's the Bog Lord slaying going? Teach those brutes not to come into sporeling territory. You made it back alive. I'll let the other sporelings know about you. Adventurer, the Giant Slayer. Have you rescued any more spore sacs, Queston?
What? The Bog Lords of Quagridge are eating the sporelings' pods? This isn't good.
Goddess, watch over.
I was wondering why the Bog Lords were crossing the road to go to the spawning glen. They must be starving for some reason. This just will not do. I mean, normally I wouldn't get involved. But if they continue to eat all of the sporeling pods, they'll wipe them out. Here, what will? I'll stay here, and you head to the Quag Ridge to the east, and look for dietary clues as to why they're raiding the sporelings.
Asha Kala. brings you here. May the stars guide you.
Be sure that you collect all of the evidence carefully, Traveler. We're fitting the pieces of a giant puzzle together here. A mistake on your part could lead us to the wrong conclusions. Then where would we be in our understanding of Zangarmarsh's ecology?
Elune light your path.
This is what you found? That's odd. These husked mushroom remains are both unusual and somehow look familiar. I have to think on this a moment. Don't go anywhere.
May the stars guide you.
Yes, that's it. I knew I had seen this particular phylum of mushroom elsewhere in the marsh. To the north is a place known as the Hune Bog. Odd name for the place if you ask me. But I've never been there. I'll need samples of those mushrooms to confirm my hypothesis. Just be careful, Traveler. I'd heard that ogres have moved into the area, so you'll have to get the samples from them. Could that be why the Bog Lords are no longer going there for their food?
Go in peace.
Do you have those samples yet?
Elune light your path.
We definitely have a match here, and the presence of the ogres and what they were doing there explains everything. Now I get why it's called the Hune Bog, duh? We have to do something about this situation. But what? We can't just wipe out all of those ogres. They have every bit as much a right to be here as any of the other creatures in the marsh.
May the stars guide you.
Traveler, I've got an idea. I want you to head north again, this time into the heart of ogre territory. Northwest of the Hune Bog, there is a place named Zangarmarsh Stronghold, which sits on a floating island across a large mushroom bridge. The ogres must be storing the harvested mushrooms there. I bet you'll find them all over the place, and probably on the ogres themselves too. Bring me a sufficient number and I will try to do something about providing the Bog Lords with a new source of nourishment.
Asha Thala.
It's true.
Ishnudaldir. Go in peace.
You have all of the mushrooms that we need to create a new garden for the Bog Lords?
Goddess watch over you.
These are perfect. Oh, thank you, Traveler. You've been ever so careful not to disturb the natural order of things, and we've gathered so much information in such a short amount of time. Now, let's see if our little plan to grow a new food supply for the Bog Lords is going to work.
Illume like your light. Greetings. Peace be with you.
You killed many giants, but there are still many more left, and they're still attacking our spore sacks. Unbelievable. It would take hundreds of sporelings to slay as many giants as you have. I will make sure to let everyone know of your feats.
This quest is repeatable up to friendly reputation.
You're a kind questant, adventurer, not like some of the others I've met. You should meet the rest of my people. They'll be very grateful for your help. Take these spore sacks to my leader, Mishifin. You will find him in Sporegar, north of here. You've something to show me, adventurer? You've helped protect the next generation of sporelings, questant. We can only repay you by welcoming you into our homes. Stay for a bit, and meet the other sporelings. They will have many questions. I hope you don't mind. I've seen your kind use shiny round pieces of metal to trade for things that you need. We're not so different from you. We use shiny round mushrooms as our currency. Glowcap mushrooms grow everywhere in the marsh. You just have to know how to pick them from the ground without wrecking them. I'll teach you how to do it, if you promise to bring us some for our reserves. What do you say, adventurer? Spore bats and marshwalkers accumulate fertile spores on their appendages from wandering around the tall stalk mushrooms in the marsh. As you can see, we're a short people, so our options for gathering these spores are limited. Seek out the spore bats and marshwalkers and gather the fertile spores. All of Sporegger will be in your debt. Did you find any glowcaps, adventurer? They're literally everywhere in the marsh. You can spot their bright glow from far away if you pay attention. This will help us trade with other sporelings for food and supplies. Sporegger thanks you, adventurer. You're back, adventurer. Did you obtain the fertile spores? These are great spores, adventurer. Tall stalks are vital to rebuilding our town. And after all the Bog Lord attacks we've suffered, we're in quite the short supply. The Naga of the Bloodscale Enclave to the northeast have begun to kill our people. We cannot allow this to continue, traveler. We suggest that you teach them a lesson as proof of our friendship. Little Naga make Four angry. Sporeling's good friend to Four, so Four get Naga art. We go into nearby Naga village. You help? Bring friends.
Need to get closer. Closer.
Shouldn't notes to you.
We are pleased that you have affirmed our friendship, adventurer. Perhaps the Naga heathens will think twice about harassing us in the future, now that we have such a powerful ally. Reports have come in that the Naga of the Bloodscale Enclave to the northeast continue to kill our people. We thought that you had dealt with this traveler. I suggest that you to teach them a lesson as proof of our continued friendship. Tor is a good giant. We saved him from the Naga a while ago, and he stayed here helping us with things ever since. We can only hope that the Naga will. The hint, and realize that if we can, their village and steal their most prized possession, we can. Much worse. Perhaps now they will return to their reservoir and leave us in peace?